been quite a while. Yes. Yeah, well, honestly, I don't really know where to start with this, as it's practically been 2 years since I last posted anything. And I know that the idea of this YouTube channel was for part of my vet class, on makeup tutorials, on any sort of makeup designs, or anything that, just works. But for the past year that I had been doing that class, it was really good, and I did promise, or said I was going to post any sort of things that I've learned for that year. But honestly, I never got around to doing that, as I was very kind of caught up in with my schooling, as I was still practically in high school. I was going through a lot of things, and I had my mental health to sort out in that time. So everything was pretty much full on for me to handle, and it just got to the point where I could hardly handle anything, and I was just having too much problems. So I'm sorry that I'm actually starting this off with my mental health problems, but either way, everybody else starts with this. They spill out what their issues were from the years that went by, the days that went by, the weeks, anyway, any sort of way that people feel better by releasing their problems, even if it is on social media. Like, I've done it a lot in the last 2 years, and honestly, I kind of regret doing that, as yes, I did get positives comments on the way how I've been feeling, but not a lot of those were actually coming in my way. I was getting a lot of negative comments saying how that I should really not post things like this online. But then again, I did that because it felt like, in a way, I didn't have anyone to turn to, even though I had a lot of people around me. Like, I had really good close friends that I could have easily told this to, even if they were in a different state. I could still, like, call them up or send them a text just to release my problems. But I didn't do that, and I took it all the way to social media, which like I said, I regret. It kind of made me feel better, but then again, it didn't. It didn't because of the comments that I would get, but also it would help me up when I would receive the positive from the people that I had as really close friends. And obviously I took it to the point where I just couldn't handle anything. A lot of, like, my anxiety was practically skyrocketing, even if I was seeing a counsel or a shrink or something, or whatever you want to say. Either way, yes, I was seeing somebody to release my problems and my feelings and my thoughts to, even if it did seem like to others that this was the perfect idea to get me help. But honestly, it really wasn't helping. I am somebody who keeps to myself, even if it doesn't look like it to my friends. But I'm actually somebody who does keep a lot of stuff in. I keep most of my issues to myself because I don't like to explain it. It just causes a lot of problems to me. Like, it doesn't help my anxiety, because I have issues on explaining my problems to people that I don't know, even if they tell me that they're there to help. It just didn't seem to work for me. I've had it in the past when I was little, when I was still living in my hometown. Like, it worked back then, but it didn't for the last nearly 2 years that I was seeing somebody to help. So that wasn't working. And then I got put on to antidepressants, and I was on that for about a year or so. And even those weren't helping. Like, just nothing seemed to work to me. The ways that I thought actually really did help me, even though they were the wrong choices, was literally smoking. That seemed to calm me down a lot more than what the actual help I was supposed to have, or did have. Like, things about 4 months since I've moved back to my hometown. But in the last 8 months, about 8 months ago, things took a turn to the worst. I was constantly having major anxiety, panic attack problems. I had, in the last 2 years, 3 panic attacks in 2018, 2 in 2019, and so far 1.5 this year. Even though it's like not even 3-4 months into 2020, it still kind of counts, but it's slightly better than what it used to be. And like I said, yes, smoking was kind of the main thing that helped me get through my day, which was mainly on the weekend or after school, when I was just going through one of those days where everybody feels like shit. Wasn't the best. Even though I knew that smoking was not the best way to get through, I didn't seem to care. I didn't care at all. I did it anyways, but I've quit smoking for good. I have not touched a cigarette in the last 4-5 months now. No, hang on. Yeah, 4 months. Which is actually really good progress. I have not touched a razor to self-harm for about 7 months and 14-15 days. And it's, yes, still counting. Also, yes, I did manage to get through to the last 2 years of my education. 13 whole years of finally completing it, graduating and finishing my TAFE of beauty services. And honestly, that was the best thing I ever did and ever actually learned. I learned a lot of things that I never knew I could easily do as a fun class, even if theory wasn't really the finest part of it, but it actually did help get me through a lot of things in that class, and I actually really 100% enjoyed it. Yeah, everything just seems to be going pretty good just so far for the last 2 months of moving, or like moving on from my problems. But yeah, and anyways, this is probably not the best video that I was probably going to promise to do, because honestly I've been contemplating in my head a lot if I wanted to start this up again, and honestly I think I might, but not as an everyday thing. I'd say once every couple of weeks, or if not a month. I don't know yet. I'm still contemplating it, if this is even a good idea for me. But yeah, who knows really. I guess we're just gonna have to really see and wait what happens. But yeah. But anyways, I'm not really sure what else is going to be planned out for me this year. I have definitely thought about wanting to go back into TAFE and do another course, but considering that they've already started since the beginning of February, it's kind of a bit too late for me to even really think about wanting to do another course. Even if people tell me that it's not too late, you can still join in, but to me it feels like it's too late. Yeah. Either way, this is just me contemplating on a lot of things and trying to get over certain things and make a new chapter in my life, and basically just move on to a better me, a complete better version of me than what it used to be. But anyways, I'm probably gonna leave it about here now, as I pretty much don't know what else to talk about, and it feels weird enough for me to like talk to the camera. I still feel weird about it. But anyways, I hope that all of you are having a good day, good morning, or a start of the morning, a good evening, and having just like a good day. So, see you people. Bye.